Good morning, I'm Chow, and today I'm going to talk about the Gold Coast Marathon report defense and alignment node structure recommendations. So, agenda for today, there are two parts. First part is action plan defense. Second part is sponsor with node structure alignment. The first part have two parts, two smaller parts. So, first part is key E concept, and the second part is an E concept for greater impact. So the first and most important part considered in the action plan is emotion. Emotion is a psychological state where humans already have a thinking of something, which is an event itself in this case. Um, Emotion usually accompany with physical processes, which is sweating or heart rate, and it's expressed physically by gesture, facial expressions, or posture. So emotion has a strong link with five human sense, and that genders, layer symbols. I don't have a picture of that in this slides, and colors and sounds. It's also it's about how consumer evaluate an event by cognitions or affect. Cognition, which is like a conscious thinking, and affect is an automatically thinking. It is suggested in the action plans that organizer should establish a song for the Gold Coast Marathon because it could represent the event itself, which has been done a lot in Olympic Games. Um, the song would play as an layered symbols, and it's also associated directly to five human sense, one of the five human sense, which is sound, and it would be a resource for to promote for customer and consumers in all segments. I will explain that in the next slide. The song can be played in a ceremony for those who are attending the events to create memories about the event itself and would create later cognitions. Organizer can also use the song to promote on social media for those who are not at the event. They can hear the song, have a strong connections via five human sense with the event, and then have cognitions about the event without even attending the event. This case, it would hit all their consumer in PCM segments. The next key concept is experiences. So experiences relating to um, physical, sensory, emotional, intellectual, and even social. Experiences also has a strong link with five senses, and especially in this paper, five human senses is symbolized. So to come up with the products and experiences, we have two sections. One is food and drink, and the other one is body care. It was indicated in the paper that there are free food offer and drinks offer for the event. However, as attendees increase every year, it is suggested that the event have more food trucks and sponsored drinks to offer better experiences for consumers, especially food and drinks. Food create the smell for the event, and it's linked directly to the five human sense, which might create a better experience and links to cognitions for consumers. Having the same idea about smell, the event should have deodorant because sport events, people are in the crowd and active, tend to sweat a lot, and body odors is a common thing. Having merch as deodorant would reduce their not good experience with smell in this sport event. At the same time, would create an opportunity for enterprises in body odor deodorants. This, the next one is around touch. protecting skin. So people who attend sport events normally get burned a lot because of the severe sun under Australian weather. So having sunscreen merch or sunscreen stations would be a good idea, and this would also promote for the charity funds at Cancer Council Queensland, which is a part of the charity that the event is a partner with. So basically, this is focused on five human sense, smell and touch, which might create a better experience for attendees and create cognitions to them. These sections mostly focus on consumer at allegiance and attachment stage, because it might makes them feel as they are being taken care of and detailedly take care of. So the next part is entertainment, which an e-concept that might make a greater impact for the event. Entertainment have multiple narratives, which is like storylines, layered symbols, like logos, mascot, anthems, or flags, and that genres like ceremonies or expos. For entertainment, it normally attract people or consumers for that have little interest to sport or the event itself. In this case, the paper suggested that air show might be a good option for their, the Gold Coast Marathon, because the air show visually attracted people, and at the same time, it's pretty vocal, like the sound. It could attract like local fans and casual fans, and also it would be a good promote for the Gold Coast Pacific Air Show, which is like the upcoming event right after the Gold Coast Marathon. The next part, which is really interesting, is the sponsors would be considered as a good fit for this event. There are two competitors in this section, so it is Jetstar and Virgin of Australia. So here we have the node structure for Gold Coast Marathon itself. First we have Gold Coast Marathon is like tourism, attract tourists and associated with the Gold Coast Airport, which is in Australia, and it's an international event itself. It's associated with communities activities like charities, fundraising, runnings, and sport and health. Gold Coast Marathon is very fairly affordable, accessible, and user-friendly. For Jetstar, we have pretty much the same except the community part. They have reconciliations, environment, charity grants. For Virgin Australia, it's pretty much the same as well, and community part is also different. Reconciliations, sponsor, and especially in sport. So here's the alignments between Gold Coast Marathon and Jetstar. They have approximately 75 of alignments. For Gold Coast Marathon and Virgin, we have like approximately 83.33% of alignment. We have comparison between Jetstar flights and Virgin Australia flights. So there are 15 flights directly to Gold Coast for Jetstar and only 7 for Virgins. Comparing the price, Jetstar does have a little bit cheaper tickets with 137 and Virgin with 165. However, when it comes to sponsorship, Jetstar is not a dominant anymore, because they only do sponsorship by Flying Start with grant $30,000 for a community project, whereas Virgin, they have their sponsorship guidelines and mostly sponsor sport events, which is a very good fit for the Gold Coast Marathon. Comparing Jetstar and Virgin by the note structure alignment and details figures comparison, Virgin seems to be a better fit for the Gold Coast Marathon in terms of values and their sponsorship guidelines. So it would be a good suggestion for Virgins to be the main airline sponsorship for Gold Coast Marathon. To summarize the presentations, there are three concepts mentioned: emotions, experiences, and entertainment. Emotion and experiences would be the most important concept for the event actions for the Gold Coast Marathon, and entertainment would be the greater impact for the event. Sponsorship would be Virgin Australia would be a good option for sponsoring the Gold Coast Marathon with airline. Thank you for listening.